Now, when it comes to Paper Mario, it's a fantastic franchise. With the past two games being lacking, at least according to most fans, people thought Paper Mario wouldn't be good ever again, and they were wrong. Before we go ahead, I want to warn you with spoilers, so be advised going ahead. Paper Mario the Origami King is a fantastic game on so many levels. The characters, levels, collectibles, there's also so much more that it does fantastic. The music, the battle system, all of these things we'll be talking about today. Many people would be mad at the characters, as there are only two completely original ones, King Ollie and Olivia, but there are a lot more characters in the game than just those two. But still being characters such as Toad's or Bowser's enemies. If you don't know what I mean they are the same species as, for example, a Bob-omb or a Toad. Anyway, these characters consist of Bobby, the Origami Craftsman, Professor Toad, and Captain Teal'c. I am not counting Toads that are only there for side quests, such as Heart Toad. Now, the thing with all these characters, they all have heart put into them. They all have a personality. It's not like some crown you find on the ground that wants to kill Bowser for some reason. They all have a ton of heart put into them. They have multiple traits. And people like Bobby, who wants to get his memory back because he has amnesia, or Olivia, who wants to save her brother from killing everyone and folding everything into origami. Well, one's a lot more darker than the other, but the characters I mentioned also both make sacrifices, but you're not like, oh, okay, sure, they died. You feel attached, most probably to Bobby. Rest in peace, Bobby. Now, these characters may not be better than the original game's characters, but they're at least almost as good, if not as good. Which, in my opinion, is good enough for me. Going into the game, I can tell you most people were most afraid of the battle system, but they were wrong. The battle system is fantastic. I wouldn't say it's flawless by any means, but it manages to be fun and surprisingly not repetitive. The biggest issue with the last two games has been their battle system. You get a sticker or a card, and you use it once, and you lose it. But not in this game, they reverted back to the old one. While sure there's no partners anymore, it doesn't really matter in the long run. The ring puzzles are fun and rewarding. I found myself running from battles very occasionally, as most of the time I failed and would get bombarded by enemies. The bosses are also really fun. The bosses not only have attacking, but instead of trying to line up your enemies, you have to get to the middle and step on all the panels. The bosses are really fun in this game, but my most disappointed thing is they don't have the Origami King partners, as I call them. These Origami King partners give you an extra attack, but it's always the same one, and they have a random chance to fail or win. In my opinion, it's not as good as partners in the originals, but it's fun, and it's an interesting perspective to take it at. Anyway, the battle system manages to thrive on coins rather than XP, because there is no XP in this game. But that isn't a problem. The coins feel even more rewarding than the XP. They aren't, however, that useful. You can use them to buy badges and other artifacts. But they are really rewarding. The more coins you get, it feels like the better and better you get. I don't know. It's really nice, and even though I do use them, that's not really why I like them so much. One flaw in the battle system, though, are the items like the fire flowers or ice flowers, etc., etc. They just feel pointless. There's not really a purpose. I barely use them. I used them once, and they were awful, so yeah. All in all, the battle system is the most fun battle system and well executed in any Paper Mario game ever. Now, personally, I really enjoyed Paper Mario Color Splash. In fact, I like its music the best of any game, but with a few elements such as the battle system, it really holds it back. But while it having a classic Bowser kidnap Peach plot, it really holds up. This game even has my favorite Mario character as your partner, this character being Huey, of course. But Origami's King story is really good compared to this even. You get invited to an origami festival in Toad Town, where Princess Peach's castle is located. Then you see no one, so you go inside Peach's castle where she is origami. You get sent to the dungeons where you meet Olivia and a folded up Bowser. Mario, Olivia, and Bowser escape but are caught by the origami Peach and an origami Shy Guy, who is actually Olivia's brother folded into a Shy Guy. You escape and you are set on a journey to stop Olivia's brother, Ollie, from taking over the kingdom. That's just the summary. There is so much more that happens. I can't even continue. There are like 5 different characters in the campaign, all with their own mini plots. There's so much that happens, and in that intro, I didn't even mention one character. All in all, the story, it feels like one of the original games. Maybe even more so, you know? It's that good. I could say it's even more so. Wait, how is that even possible? If there's one department that Origami King manages to thrive more than any other game ever, it's their collectibles. There are so many collectibles. Health up hearts, collectible statues, toads. Heck, there's even an award if you get these things. You can even get music, painting, so much more. You're also able to get these things called Elementals, which give you powers such as earth, water, fire, and ice. These can help you proceed in the areas, and they add whole other areas for you to do. But they are still qualified as collectibles. These collectibles aren't necessarily needed to continue the game besides the Elementals, which I said. These collectibles are completely 100% optional and only there for extra enjoyment, because who doesn't want to enjoy collecting things? I sure like these. These really surprised me. I really enjoyed them. I thought they would just be pain to get all these. I haven't gotten all of them, but through the game, it's been really fun just collecting collectibles. One other collectibles that I've seen some people not enjoy so much is the not bottomless holes, as the game calls them. You need confetti to complete them, and in my opinion, they aren't that bad because you don't even need to fill them in if you don't want to. It just makes it so you have less of a chance to take damage and collectibles. But people really complaining about it, but you really shouldn't complain. It's a completely extra thing that they added. Collectibles are one great department, but not as great as... Now, like I said, Color Splash has my favorite music, but Origami King has fantastic music. Whether it's going around Toad Town or battling enemies on a mountain, it's fantastic. Everything goes perfectly well with the situation. There is not one song that is bad. All of the songs, even the worst, are still fantastic. I can't get enough of this game. Soundtrack, it's fantastic. It's obviously not flawless, as some songs I like less than others. I just recommend you guys listen to it. Maybe on YouTube, because Nintendo doesn't put their games on like Apple Music or Spotify. It'd be really nice if you did, because the music is so good. I would buy it. Buy every bit of it. But yeah. Fantastic. conclusion, Paper Mario the Origami King is the perfect Paper Mario game. While the game itself isn't flawless, like with items like fire flowers, it's still fantastic. If you haven't, go play it right now. Go buy it. And this has been Miner. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.